Right, we've got a special guest to come to watch us today, Ian Abraham, aka Moose for Talk Sport. How are you, Ian? And thank you very much for spending your time and having a quick chat with me.
No, it's great. And what an afternoon. I mean, to witness a bit of history for the club reaching the fourth qualifying round. I mean, first time I've ever seen an artificial pitch that's got a waterlogged, but there we go.
All weather. What weather? It's all weather, isn't it?
Well, it added to the fun, actually, late in the second half, watching players come down the right-hand side for Dorking and literally splash their way. So there was one episode on the edge of the penalty area near the end where I think, I can't remember which Dorking player it was, went down, one of the Western-Supermare defenders, and in the end they just sat there very laughing. I thought that kind of summed it up, really. I mean, it was kind of Keystone Cop stuff, but by that stage you should have been about 5 or 6 up, to be honest.
100%, yeah. So what made you, what brought you down to a Meadowbank? What's your reason to come? I know you wanted to watch the game, obviously, but what was the reason for that?
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm hoping to do a feature on the FA Cup in the early rounds, because I think people only really kind of, if you have an interest in a club, a lot of people only really get kind of interested in the FA Cup in the third round. Some maybe in the first and second round, but the FA Cup starts back in August, and this is the 150th year of the FA Cup. And we've had 2 preliminary qualifying rounds, then we've had now 3 qualifying rounds. We've got the 4th qualifying round, and then the first round proper next month in November. And I think people sometimes forget about it. And you see games like today, ties like today, which have so many good stories about them. Your club, your manager, some of your players. I mean, your goalkeeper who works for a company that makes, I understand, the sort of tractors and things that go up and down cleaning the roads.
Yes, that's right.
Road sweepers, and Dan Gallagher, who's a plumber. It's tremendous. I think your forward was a postman. Didn't deliver today, but I just think in general it's great to see that these players, your manager, your football club, are in the same competition as United, City, Liverpool, Arsenal, Spurs, West Ham. They may not get as far as to play against them, but at some stage, your goalkeeper can say he played in exactly the same competition as Alisson Becker, as Edison, as Aaron Ramsdale, which I think is fantastic.
And I thought the game was a brilliant game today. If that was filmed today, I think a lot of the people who are watching it on telly would have enjoyed the game, wouldn't they?
No, absolutely. I mean, you should have won by a lot more. I think the first half I was wondering how you were 2 or 3 up. Second half, how you missed the catalogue of chances that you missed was phenomenal. But no, and it would be nice if people. Listen, it happens in my local area in Boreham Wood. People don't often go and see Boreham Wood play when they have the chance. I'm sure it's the same in Dorking. Palace aren't playing, or Crawley aren't playing, or what have you. Oh, let's go shopping. Don't go shopping. Go and watch local non-league football, because it's fantastic, and it's what I call real football, because you can get up close and personal to the players, you can get to know the players, and I just feel sometimes there's more of an affinity because less people go. You have that opportunity.
Sure, yeah. So, how long have you been involved in football now? How long have you been involved, like watching games? Going to watch the games and giving reports on games.
I've been a reporter for 29 years. Started in 1992. Actually, I think my first game was in 1991, but I always say 1992 is when I really started. And I've obviously been watching football since 1976, which is when I first started going to West Ham. But no, I've been a reporter for 29 years.
Can you remember the first game? No doubt you can.
Yeah, Tranmere against Brentford against Tranmere at Griffin Park. Actually,
right.
It was for local radio station on Merseyside, who wanted me to cover the game for them. So Tranmere won 2-1 that night. That's all I can remember about the game. Can't remember the goal scorers, unfortunately.
Sure, but you do love non-league football as well.
I love all football.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Non-league football, women's football. Football is football. It's called the beautiful game, and it's not called the beautiful game at Premier League level,
no,
or the beautiful game at professional level. It's just called the beautiful game, and yeah, I'm as interested in watching 90 minutes at National League South, whatever level, as I am at Premier League. Or the only difference is consistency.
Yes.
And fitness.
Yes.
Because obviously some of your players have to go and do other jobs. They can't train 7 days a week or look after their bodies in the same way, but they're not paid to train 7 days a week or paid to look after their bodies in that way. So you have to appreciate that.
Sure. Well, thank you very much for your time, and thanks for chatting with me. I really do appreciate it.
Anytime. You do a great job here. People have been speaking very, very highly of you today. I see the manager come over and straight away give you his thoughts after the game. So you keep up the good work as well.
Thank you very much, and thanks very much, and you're welcome back anytime.
Thank you so much.
Cheers, Ian. Thank you.